Hello and welcome. Well, we got a whole bunch of stuff from that Nissan Nismo press conference that happened a few days ago. Also some performance numbers on the new McLaren P1. The KTM Crossbow will be coming to the Geneva Motor Show with a brand new model. And also a brand new Jeep Liberty coming soon that won't be called the Jeep Liberty. And how you can have your very own rolling Wi-Fi hotspot. First up on the list, well, if you're a member of the Motorcars Enthusiast Facebook page, you showed up a link just a couple of days ago, at least at the taping of this show, where you could have watched this press conference live a couple of nights ago. Now, it was a pretty interesting little press conference. They actually had the performance arm for Nissan, which is Nismo. It's kind of the AMG to Mercedes-Benz or the M division to BMW. But Nismo has been building performance models of all Nissan automobiles for quite some time. Maybe not all Nissan models. But it was a pretty interesting little press conference, split up in two. Had a road-going version of the Nismo group and the race version. Now let's talk about the racing first. Nissan was at Le Mans with the Delta Wing project last year, and actually the deal didn't end up pretty good. They actually ended up crashing out. Nissan has pulled its help for the Nissan, or at least for the Delta Wing project. No word on what that project's going to happen in the future. But Nissan did announce that they will be making a return to the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the year of 2014 and actually be in a Garage 56 project. Garage 56 being the actual setup for all the vehicles with experimental type drivetrains and materials and things that'll be going on to this vehicle. So be exciting to see what Nissan comes up with in the year 2014. One of the guys that actually done a lot of test driving, at least for the Delta Wing project and Nissan in general, is going to do all the test driving for all the road-going versions. Why do I talk about this fella? This fella being Michael Krum. He's German and not Japanese. I found that to be kind of interesting. The 42-year-old fella actually been a race car driver since 1984 and actually raced in the United States. Did 2 races for Dale Coyne back in the old kart series back in 2001. But he's been racing the Super GT series in Japan for several years and is actually really in with Nissan and Nismo, obviously, to get tapped with the road-going version of all the test vehicles. So let's talk about some of those road-going versions. The first road-going version will be the Nissan Nismo Juke. Now, the new Nismo Juke actually is on sale in Japan and in Europe as we speak, and will be going on sale in the United States. Nissan Renault's head, Carlos Ghosn, actually made this announcement that actually in March 2013, you'll be able to get your hands on the new Nissan Nismo Juke. Now, it doesn't come with much on the performance side, but a lot of suspension tweaks, wheels and tires, a lot of goody stuff to make it look really nice. So if you want to get one, you can get down to your Nissan dealership quick. Also, one of the other vehicles that will be getting a revision very soon, actually in the fall of 2013, will be the 370Z Nismo Edition. Now, we've had a 370Z Nismo Edition in the United States for quite some time. This will be a revised version. Actually, this picture was taken in the brand new facility that's our Nismo's brand new, yet to completely be done facility that's just outside Yokohama, Japan, where the press conference actually took place. It's built in what they called a katana type form. Katana being the legendary weapon of choice for Japanese of way back when, and that building's very angular, good-looking place on the inside. Be an interesting place for all the new Nissan Nismo editions. And the King of Kings, actually, Carlos Ghosn actually said that the actual biggest of the big dog, they couldn't build Nismo editions without building one of these. The Nissan GT-R will actually get a Nismo edition. Carlos Ghosn says that actually this vehicle will be in reporters or car journalists' hands within 12 months. So we'll actually get to hear a little bit more what this car is going to be all about. Not for 100% sure what they're going to do with this, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Next up on the list, well, the McLaren P1's been in the news a lot, and actually just a little over a week away is the Geneva Motor Show, at least a week away from the taping of this program. But we've got some actual brand new performance numbers that McLaren just leaked out the past several days. This vehicle will reach a top speed of 350 kilometers an hour, which is 217.5 miles an hour. Still pretty doggone impressive. Now the vehicle will do 0 to 300 kilometers an hour in just 17 seconds, and that's 186 miles an hour. 17 seconds to 186, pretty doggone quick. And McLaren will only build 375 units worldwide. So if you want to get your hands on one, you better get on your horse, because these things will be going quick. KTM has had this little vehicle out for several years. I don't even know if you can... I think you can import one of these in the United States, but you can't actually buy one yet. It's a KTM crossbow. Now the crossbow is actually it's a carbon fiber track day car. Pretty pricey too. It's almost 35-40 grand in Europe, so it's pretty pricey. It's around 80 grand and almost 90,000 just for the standard KTM crossbow. 2-liter 4-cylinder, making 300 brake horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque. So this thing would be an absolute screamer because it weighs little to nothing. Well, at Geneva, they're going to have a brand new model, which would be the KTM Crossbow GT. First up on the list, what you can see on this vehicle is it does have a windscreen and side windows, so it's kind of a little more weather-friendly. We'll have windshield wipers and whatnot. If you want to, you've got a better picture of this on the Motor Cars page. But it's a pretty interesting car. We'll get to know a little bit more coming up in Geneva. Next up on the list, this is a picture of the brand new Jeep Cherokee, which will officially be making the replacement at the New York Auto Show for the Jeep Liberty. This will be right up underneath the Grand Cherokee. Now, right off the list, the car is a little bit futuristic-like, those small little headlights and everything. Pretty interesting looking. Not 100% sure how well it's going to be received, but it'll be making its official debut. No details. I got nothing, no pricing, no power plans, no nothing. Now, I'm assuming they're going to have a diesel variant, as the Grand Cherokee will have, so maybe at least I could say that. It'll probably have a gasoline version, too. I could pretty much assure of that. So, we'll see coming up in New York. Next up on the list, General Motors is actually hooked up with AT&T and along with their partner OnStar to make your vehicle a 4G Wi-Fi hotspot. Pretty interesting little concept. Not 100% sure if this is going to be working on AT&T cell towers or if it's going to be working on satellite towers, or at least satellite systems through OnStar. But it's a slick deal. You can stream video in the vehicle. You can actually just use it, I guess, pretty much as a Wi-Fi unit. You wouldn't even have to have Wi-Fi in your home anymore. But pretty interesting little program. No talk about what pricing is or anything like this, as this deal just came out. But we'll know about it a little bit in the future from your local GM dealership. And if you want to, you can flip on over to the Motor Cars Enthusiast Facebook page. Check out all the stupid stuff that we do over there. Also, you can flip on over and actually subscribe to the channel. You don't have to flip on over at all. You can subscribe right down to the bottom of the page and at least get the first dibs on all the new shows as soon as they came out. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.